All right. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure this is because it didn't pop up. There it is. All right. There we go. Good morning. I guess I'm talking to myself for the moment. I just sent out the thingy in Discord, so we'll see if we get somebody to pop in and say hello. And so we're going to try the Alaska flight again. I think I know what happened, why we didn't land where we were supposed to in Fairbanks. I think. But we're going to see once we get closer. Because I think the problem was I was looking at the chart and it says from this fixed point on track to cross another fixed point, then track 350 degrees, expect assign instrument approach or radar vectors. So I think there was a gap is what happened. There was a gap in the flight plan that I didn't catch. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we get closer to our airport, and we may just kind of cut out. Hey Bex, how are you? I'm good. Sorry, I was running a little bit behind this morning. Well, I guess I'm kind of on time, but maybe not. I don't know. I was reading some stuff on Discord and kind of started to lose track of time and looked at the clock and like, oh, I gotta go live. So, how are you? Excuse me. What's the latest and greatest in the world of Bex? Good to hear. So I think that's what happened last time. That's what I think happened, but we'll see. Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, why didn't we track towards the airport? But I think it's because we just kept going, and it didn't pick up the next waypoint. So we'll look as we build the flight plan in our system in the plane. We'll have a look at it. We'll change the time. It's like 3 minutes after 5 in the morning in Anchorage. We'll advance the time so we got some sunlight. Although it looks like it's overcast, I don't know what it's like. I know it's pretty windy up in Fairbanks. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have a good flight this time. We'll make it all the way, and and all that. So we're not gonna. I'm not gonna do the points like I did before. We're just gonna go directly towards the arrival point, the arrival portion of the flight, and into the ILS. At least that's the plan. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's see. I think I'll go ahead and pop in, and we'll get the time updated, and then we'll get things going. Make sure it's connected. Spawn in and get things going here. get the time going. There we go. I think that'll work. There we go. I like that a little bit better. Bring that up here. Let's get our stuff loaded up. flying the Delta livery today. All right, let's go back here. Let's check our maintenance while we're on the ground. Top up. Looks like. All right. Is the sound okay? Bex, if you're there, is the sound okay? All right, let's get our thingy set up. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. For our let's see, do I need to okay, that's on. All right, okay, let's dial in our ILS approach. Get that in there. Select arrival. That's what we want. Enter. No. Maybe I gotta do approach first. Enter. Yep. Glows. Enter. Activate. Enter. Yes. Okay, I think we're all set. Okay, no worries. We're Okay. Hmm. All right, here we go. Make sure our parking brake is off. Yep. All right. Oh, we're coffee. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. How could you be drinking coffee at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Bex? I'd be I wouldn't be able to sleep if I drank coffee that late in the day. Now apparently, now this is interesting. They had snow up here recently. I drink coffee into. Oh, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to go to sleep at night. I remember one time when I was working in security, I drank a whole pot of coffee before shift, before I went to work, and I had the worst headache ever. Like I got, it was so bad I got nauseous. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. Oh, like even my shift supervisor was like, "What happened? What? What did you do? I said, I drank a whole pot of coffee before work. It's like, why? I said, because I I was so wiped out from working grave shifts. I was like, I had to do something. Oh, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, apparently, I guess sometime last night, early this morning, Anchorage actually has no power. They lost power. Like the airport's technically shut down, and the real, I think it is. I don't know if maybe they got their generators working or something, but did I? You know what? I should have gone for seven. Yeah, that's all right. We'll make it. We'll make it out of there. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't do that though. That's. But I think the acid in coffee, my stomach can't handle it anymore. I've had to give it up. But the tea I drink has enough caffeine in it, I think, generally. But it's not like an overwhelming amount where, you know. But I only drink 1 cup a day. Yeah, yeah. I used to be the same way. I'd be like, I gotta have my coffee. You know, if I don't, I'm miserable. Well, I wasn't originally either, but I was like, my doctor and I talked about it, and it was like, well, I like to have something in the morning. And coffee, even with creamer, like I tried that. That just wasn't. That didn't really work either. So I've made the switch to a Japanese green tea that's supposed to be better for you. So it doesn't have like a lot of acid in it like coffee does. Um, so I think it's much better. So we got 2 flights today. Once we land at Fairbanks, and we will land at Fairbanks, one way or the other, we're going to make it this time. I think I've discovered, like I said before, I think I discovered what was wrong. We'll keep an eye on it as we get closer. If we have to kind of like uh, tell the plane to go, you know, directly to a different point, we will. But all right, let's see. Do we have? Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna turn. Oh, got some coffee cream chocolate. Ah. Is that like those? Is it like a toffee or something? I know they have like a chocolate toffee sort of thing. All right, yeah, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna need the whole runway. The more runway, the better. All right, ads are coming in. we can get in the air before the ads start. Yeah, okay. I think I know what kind you're talking about. I think we have something similar here. Okay, I think we have something similar here. Oh, come on, plane. Yeah, I should have stuck with 7 left because we would have been. That's all right. All right, there we go. Okay. Ooh, look at those mountains ahead of us. All right, well, okay. So it looks like we're going to have to kind of turn to the left a little bit. I think we're going to try to go round about there. That's the plan. We'll see. Full power. Let's go. All right, let's go. And away we go. Oh, we're okay. There's Elmendorf in front of us. Let's see the runway lights. I believe that's Elmendorf. All right, let's get the autopilot system on. There we go. That's a low pressure system. All right, we are on our way. Hello, Mela. How are you? I'll tell you now. I had Italian-style stuffed chicken last night for dinner. The only problem with it is it's got it's not a problem for me, but it's got a layer of ham inside the chicken breast, and then also I think it was either salami or pepperoni. That was for dinner last night. All right. I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, we had kind of a hectic week this week, but this past week, I had I went back to the occupational therapy and got another round of dry needling on Wednesday. It's helped with the pain, mainly in the joint. I mean, she puts the needle right in the muscle, but I had really, because we're starting to get colder weather here, and yeah, it's the arthritis is kicking in the morning now. So, all right, we're gonna keep climbing. Let's have a look at our flight plan. But yeah, it's helped out with the pain. So, but yeah, other than that, so things are good. As well as can be expected. Well, you know what? Let's go back to here. So have a look at that. Keep that kind of zoomed out so we kind of see when we're getting close to our point there. So for those of you who follow me on the Discord, yeah, I learned a valuable lesson the other day that the plane that you fly isn't always the best option for what you're trying to do. You know, it's easy to think, oh, I can fly, you know, a 737 all the time. Well, you could try that, but it's not always going to work out how you hope it will. So I think I kind of learned, you know, to pick the correct plane when I'm flying. Doesn't look like we're going to have much nice scenery. It's pretty cloudy. It might clear up a little bit once we get farther north. But yeah, other than that, things are all right. We didn't get hit with anything from the storm down in Florida, although maybe parts of, I think Pensacola might got part of it, but it was just the side stuff maybe. But we were fortunate. There we go. Get a little more light. The flight deck. So let's see, our first point, we need to be at 5,000 feet. And our final needs to be at 2,100. Okay. There we go. Ooh, look at that crosswind. Looks like they're adding. Yep. All right, nearing 10,000 feet. We'll get up to about 12. Oops. So we got 169 nautical miles to go to our nav point there. Go ahead and dial in our ILS heading. Yeah, I buy I get the stuff from Publix or sometimes Sam's Club. They make it pre-made. They put like you can get some that is just one serving. I usually get the one that has two because I'll eat one for dinner and I'll eat the one, or I'll eat one for lunch and then one for dinner, or one for dinner and one for lunch the next day. So it's just easier than and they're pretty tasty. It's just they don't always have the same thing all the time. So it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes you'll get like I prefer the chicken cordon bleu or the uh, feta and spinach stuffed chicken breast, but they don't always have that. So it's hit and miss. So yeah, but they're pretty good overall, I think. For the price, I mean, I think you get a pretty good deal out of it. All right, we got our ILS frequency set. We got that set. So yeah, we'll get ready to level off here in a second. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the only thing I don't buy pre-made is well, it's usually got some kind of a rub or like certain spices, flavors is the pork loin, but that's easy. You just throw that in the oven. There's no real prep involved. Um, but yeah, the other ones I like those. Those are pretty handy. There's not a lot of cleanup, not a lot of fuss. So all right. I think I need to update my controller again. It drifts a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. It's not like I use it for anything else. Playing other games or whatever, but no, not really. I mean, some of their prices have gone up a little bit, but it's not too bad actually. Um, I think for what you pay, it's a pretty good deal. Um, I mean, because we go there, we go to Walmart, but see, Walmart doesn't have like the pre-made meals. I think Walmart, if they did that, they would make a killing. But the only place close to that is Sam's Club. They have pre-made stuff, but it's usually like party size, or like they have like a bunch of chicken enchiladas, and but it's like for a whole family. It's not for just like one person, So unless you're really hungry, you're probably not going to eat that many chicken enchiladas. But um, no, I think it's a pretty reasonably priced place. But see, the one we go to is, yeah, yeah, there. There's other ones that are better than the one we go to. Like the one downtown in downtown Birmingham, not far from the VA, is phenomenal. I mean, it's a much nicer one, but see, they built that. It's at the bottom of a parking garage, and like all the students from UAB, who like especially the medical students, a lot of them come there for their lunch or dinner, because it's pretty convenient. But it is a much nicer Publix. But the prices aren't any different. But you know they just seem to like their store is nicer. You know, but you can park in the garage, and it'll take an elevate. You can take the elevator down right into the store. You get off and bang, the store's like right there. And so yeah, but I think it's a much. There's another one that's even nicer than that. That my dad said one day we're going to go over there and you'll see the difference. Like the one that we usually go to, they brought in a new store manager, and it hasn't gone like that well. Like they're not very like a lot of the people who work there for, because uh if you're like a long time employee, you get like stock options and all that. But a lot of people, once they've been there for so long, they just put in their retirement. They're just like, I'm done. It's just not worth the headache of coming in here to go to work and get treated like garbage. And so yeah, they're not yeah, they've run off a lot of good people, I think. And some people who are just like, I'm just trying to hang on till I can draw my retirement. So yeah, it's definitely changed since I started going there with my dad. It's not the same. Like whoever's in charge now, they're just it's not that great of a place, I don't think. But no. Like, I don't know why they bring people in like that just end up running people out. But maybe that was their plan all along. They're like, oh, these people are close to retirement. If we just make things difficult, they'll put in for retirement and we don't have to worry about it anymore. We'll just get new people in, you know. Like all the people who work at checkout who bag the groceries and all that, they have a tag on their uniform that says they do not they don't accept tips. You're not supposed to tip them. You know, like most people, if somebody helps you out to your car with your groceries, you tip the person because it's usually a young person. Or there's a little extra money for them. Nope, you're not supposed to do that. Dang. See, there it goes. I'm gonna have to update that later today. Driving me bonkers. Yeah, like, there's one person in particular, like my dad will, before I moved here, he'll give him some money for help him to the car and stuff like that. And let's see if it changes. Nope. Now it'll change, I think. It should change right there. I think. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. But yeah, it's I don't know. All right, we're 118 nautical miles out. I'm gonna get a little bit closer before we start descending. We should have a nice. I'm gonna try. I'm hoping we don't want to descend too much too soon. We want to have a nice gentle descent so that we want to be at 2,100 feet, so that way we're set up for final in advance. But we don't want to go too low too soon because if I remember the area correctly, there's kind of a mountain, like a low mountain range, and then it goes into a valley where Fairbanks is, I think. So, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on that. And then I'll take a short break, and then we'll refile, and we'll go from here to Deadhorse, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. Ads are coming in. So how things in New York, Amela? Everything okay? Or how's little Amy doing? What is she, like 3 or 4 now? It seems like. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, how old has she gotten? She must be getting ready for school by now. What, another year or so, and she'll be in preschool or kindergarten? Oh, I should check to make sure all these thingies are working. Yep. Have you told Bex about the time that you ate baby Amy's baby food? Oh, okay. 4 years old. Whew. Man, time's flown. Well, Bella was so hungry, so hangry. Bella ate baby Amy's baby food. I'll never forget that. That was classic. Speaking of classic, where's young Joseph at? Anybody seen him? I thought I saw him on earlier on the Discord. He must have, yeah, it was pretty funny. He must be down at the pub already. Saturday afternoon. Maybe he went across the river. No, we only had the one that hit up the East Coast and decimated Asheville. We caught the side of it. We just had rain, but the people way out in the country they lost power. I think they finally got their power back, but no, we didn't. It's been nice here, actually. Surprisingly, last week. No, it was earlier this week. I went to they got this. I know this really posh shopping area called the Summit, and it has all these high-end stores. They got a Williams Sonoma. It's the only place I know of nearby that has a Barnes and Nobles. So I went up there one day. I think it was like Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday this week. And the weather was actually phenomenal. It's fantastic. So, no, it was great. I parked over by Barnes and Nobles and walked I wouldn't say all the way around, but I walked just to some other stores, so it was nice to get outside. And no, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. It was yeah, it was great. So, all right, 90, just under 93 nautical miles to go. I don't expect that we'll have any. We'll get through this cloud cover first, and then we'll see. Should be able to see where we're at. Matter of fact, I know how I can see where we're at. Okay. But no, it was fantastic. Even when I went downtown Wednesday, the weather was pretty nice. But no, it's just been a little bit cooler here in the mornings. So much so that the cat she's come in like yesterday. She came in, sat with me, drank some water, came back, sat with me, drank some more water, ate, and then came in and just kind of laid on the kitchen floor and took a cat nap. And then by the time, I think by the time I was getting ready to, because I went to the grocery store yesterday, she was sufficiently warmed up enough that she decided to go back outside for the day. But it's going to start dropping, and she's going to stay in the garage overnight. Although, see, she's very fussy about that. She doesn't, even though she's warm, it's like she wants to be able to go out, but then it's like, she wants out at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you let her out, and then she wants back in. It's like she wants to go and do her business in private, and which is fine. But she's she's been fussy lately. But other days she's like very, she just loves the attention. Other days she doesn't want to be bothered. So I don't know. She's a fussy cat sometimes, but it's the weather's definitely changing, and she's gonna want to be inside more often, I think. Like, I purposely got up a little bit early this morning just to sit with her, and then she was happy with that, and then she decided that I think I'm gonna go. She wanted to bet. She ate, and then she went out the garage, and she's out doing whatever she does during the day. But she'll probably be back later. All right. Let's have a look here. So according to this, we need... Well, I think I'm going to start descending here in a minute. But I want to see, it's one of those things, I don't want to descend too soon because we got all this to get over. And I think our actual point... We want to make sure we clear that. Boy, that crosswind is still... Look at that. Whew. Well, that flight I did from Frankfurt down to somewhere, it was like cloudy the whole way, except I think just as I was getting ready to land, it cleared up a little bit, but it was like just cloud cover up to 30-something thousand feet. Like I couldn't see anything below me. I had no way of referencing the, like looking at the map and all that. So, all right, I think the ads are starting. I think basically once we get past here, that's when we're going to start descending. I think it kind of flattens out after that. See, I'm half tempted to just go straight to Silex. Matter of fact, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's just go ahead and get that. No. That's not what I want. There we go. There we go. That way we should be pretty much right on the correct path. Yeah, once we get over this little area here, we should be about 60 nautical miles out, maybe under 60, and then we'll start descending and we'll fingers crossed this time we don't go the wrong direction. I think what it was, honestly, the other thing too that might have set it off was the fact that I had, well, no, I didn't, it just, I don't know. I think there was just some problems with that approach overall, but it could have been operator error on top of other things. So, but I think we're okay this time. The cloud cover's high enough that we should be able to see the runway lights. So if we're not heading the direction towards the runway, we should know this time for sure. Last time there was just too much. It was overcast, foggy. I think this time we stand a better chance of actually making it all the way. And landing actually on the runway, not not on some place it wasn't. It's a 023 heading. All right, we'll just. All right, I think we can go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get our. Oh, let me release the altitude hold. Descent. There we go. I think we got a good plan now. Well, thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If not, you know who to talk to about it. You can message them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I don't know if you'll get a response. All right. Oop. Almost dropped my controller. There we go. That's that valley I'm talking about, right in there. All right, everybody keep their eyes out for an airport. Get your binoculars out. Start scanning. All right, so what we're looking for, there should be kind of a river to our front, and then we're going to hang a little bit of a right turn onto final. So hopefully, if we see that and we make a right turn, then we know we're on the right path. Uh-oh. Kind of puttered out at 10,000 feet. I don't know why it decided to. Yeah, we're going to have to really dump altitude now. All right. I think while we're dumping altitude, because we got just under 40 nautical miles to go, I think we're okay. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, keeping an eye out for that. Trying to see if we see some runway lights or something. Oh, we need to talk to there we go. Let's go ahead and do our before landing. All right. This is going to be a tough landing, I think. Probably should have started ascending a little bit sooner. We're barely going to get to 2,100 feet, I think. All right, we should be seeing, I mean, we're 20, 21, 26-ish nautical miles out total. No, we're gonna make it. We're just passing 3. We should be turning here in just a moment. All right, we're almost at 2,100 feet. There's the lights right there. We're just gonna make it. Come on, plane. All right, there we go. Now we should start slowing down, but now we got the runway lights in sight. If we have to manually muscle it in, we will. All right. Gears down. Right. If we don't turn, we know what we're going to do. There we go. All right, we're on it. See, this is what happened last time. It started. All right, I think we're just going to have to muscle it in ourselves. It seemed like it just wanted to turn over. All right, we got this. So there's that river I was talking about. Well, at least we turned. Well, I may have put the localizer thingy on too early. That's all right. We got this, though. I think we got a heck of a crosswind, though. We got a pretty good sized headwind coming in. I think we're a little bit off the track there. Oh, I don't have any snoozes. Oh, man. You might miss the landing. I'm sorry. I ran out of snoozes. I mean, we've got enough fuel we could do a go around, but boy, we drifted way off the line. All right, now I think we're... Go ahead and get the flaps down here. Boy. Boy, that wind is really tough to contend with. We got this. Well, let's see how our landing was on that one. That must have been... Oh, that was a hard landing. Oh, I didn't even get a picture of us on approach, did I? I'll take it. We made it. And now you guys get the... now you have the ads. We made it. Thank you, Mela. Appreciate it. Yeah, I totally forgot because I was so focused on getting us to the runway. Boy, that wind was something else. Woo. I was hoping for a firm landing, but that's all right. We'll take it. Yeah, that one was tough. Not gonna lie, that was a doozy. I have to admit, I was so pleased with that landing yesterday with the BAE 146. Man, I can't even tell you. I was so happy with that one. And it was like it was a tough landing too. Like I had to go out and kind of turn around and come back in, but it was almost like I wasn't gonna get on the right path to the runway. It was a very quick. Yeah, if I had streamed it, you guys, I was pretty stoked with that landing yesterday. But I'll take this one. This was pretty missed some of that. I'm sorry. That was good. It was a hard landing. I mean, it was tough to keep it online because the crosswind was just insane. It took a lot of correction to keep it online with the runway. Like we just kept drifting off to the left. It seemed, and I had to keep bringing it back. But we made it. We didn't. I had to fire the autopilot and just muscle it in, but that's all right. You could watch it on the replay there, Bex. You and Glenny Babes. How's Glenn doing? Tell him I said hi. When are you guys gonna do golfing again? Yeah, I couldn't. The problem was I used up all the snoozes for the adverts last time I streamed, and it didn't like refill them. So otherwise, I would have. Okay. Oh God. Well, that's good that you guys are happy together. Happy for you. And Amilla, when are you and Glenn gonna do your TSW5 stream together? I think that one would be a hoot. Oh, I hear. Oh, I didn't tell you, Bex. The PS5s at Walmart have come down in price by like by $100. I think they must be trying to get rid of them for the holidays. There we go. All right, there. Let's go to cold and dark. There we go. All right, back to the main menu. All right, let me just take a quick break. Yeah, I am, but I'm also looking at some new peripherals for Flight Sim as well, which, yeah, like I could do both in theory. It just may take longer. It may take a while still for the if I'm going to get a PS5. But all right, let me just go ahead and put this in PAFA. I gotta find a parking spot where we won't have to back up. I think right here will do. Departure. See, this is where we ended up, I think last time was over here. Yeah. It seemed like that's where we ended up, but and we're going to PASC. PASC. Do. And I gotta look at which runway we're gonna come in on. I think there's only one that's actually really open. But let's have a looky here. PASC. Deadhorse. Runway 6. Yeah, runway 6. Okay, which one is... It's this one right here. Arrive. Okay. Let me just use the little captain's room. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Get ready to go here. Okay. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate it. I'll post the pictures later. Okay. Oh, it's raining. All right, let's get our let's get our fuel set. Then we'll get our passengers on board. Cargo, baggage. All right, let's get the red lights on. Ready for taxi. Get our lights set up. Okay. What's our 10930? Let's go ahead and activate the approach now. Yes. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, let's get out of here. Okie dokie. Yeah, see, I can't even snooze this ad break coming up. All right, what I'll do is I'll get down to the end of the runway here, get lined up, and then we'll. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a long trip. Matter of fact, we'll try to let the ad play, and then we'll get in the air. Oh, did I turn on the... not that. Yeah, I don't have any control over the ads now. I can't snooze anything. I apologize in advance. Look at that. Look at that clouds we're getting ready to head into to get out of here. I don't know what we're going to do next Saturday, the 19th. I got to come up with something. I kind of think I know what I want to do. I think what we may do, we'll start off up in I think we're going to do some flying in the Spitfire. We're going to start up in Edinburgh, and eventually we're going to make our way all the way to trying to think of somewhere. I'll look. I'll see if there's an airport in Southampton. I think there is. It might be a small one, or there might be an RAF base down there. We'll go from Edinburgh all the way. We'll probably stop halfway through and tank up fuel. So we'll have like a couple flights on next Saturday, but we'll do in the Spitfire. We'll go from Edinburgh all the way down to. I'll have to look and see where there's airports at down south somewhere. But if there's one in Southampton, that's where we'll eventually head to. But we may stop off halfway, tank up, and then fly the rest of the way. This is a pretty long runway, but we'll use the whole thing. We'll pull up a little bit. We'll pull up right behind the line there, and then we'll throttle it up. I think we barely came in right about here. I think that's where we touched down at. Is we barely made it onto the like that was close. That could have ended terribly, but we made it. That's all that matters. Oh, we could have parked right over here. Looks like there's parking spots here. Oh well. Well, I think that wind report is wrong. It seemed a lot harder. That seemed more than eight knot winds. 18, I believe. 8, I don't think so. All right, we'll line up, let the ads play, and then we'll skedaddle. All right. I think we're all set. All right, let's go. Looks like we have to make a left turn again. We'll get in the air and then we'll make sure we're heading the right direction. Get to the end of the runway and then we'll start turning here. You're welcome back, so that way you don't have to worry about you can watch the whole thingy. There we go. All right. We are on our way. Where did I say the cruise was going to be at for this one? 12,000 again. All right. All right, we got a bit of a. This is gonna be a bit of a longer haul, I think, than the other flight. We got a whopping 313 nautical miles to go. And our final altitude, we need to be at about 2,300 feet. We'll go ahead and dial in our. I don't even know where you could put a heading in at on this thing. All right, almost at 6. Keep climbing. The only problem is I think we're kind of, I gotta drop the nose a little bit. We're starting to lose some speed here. Sorry, I was responding to Scruffy about something for pair of socks. Oh, you're well. No problem, Mella. Sorry, I was just looking at the Scruffy was talking about something for Parasox Airlines over on his Discord and trying to figure out what we can do to make something happen. Okay. Crossing 10. Now, pardon me, I'm snacking on something, but so this might be a little bit of a trickier approach. There we go. Yeah, see, it says we got to be at 1600. That's the absolute final. All right, almost at 12. What am I snacking on? Just the Slim Jim beef sticks. I got those. I don't like the ones with cheese. The cheese kind of is like bleh. So I just got these because it's got protein in it. It's just something easy for me to snack on while I'm flying. Keep my energy up. Let me see. Did he? Oops. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll level off there. Oh, let me go to cruise, cruise, cruise. All right, there we are. A little higher than I wanted, but that's okay. All right, 200 and some odd nautical miles. It's like 260, 268. There we go. Looks like we got a bit of got some low clouds, some high clouds, and we're right in between. All right. All right, 238 nautical miles. Let's have a look outside and see what the... See, I see this, and this doesn't... Does this look to you like, Sorry. Oh, welcome back, Camilla. Sorry, I was, answering, we're trying to come up with some stuff for Flight Sim X, or for Parasocks. Does this look like something you would expect to see in Alaska, though? This doesn't look like, you think Alaska and, what? This doesn't look like Alaska's sort of landscape. But I've never been this far north in the real world, so I don't know what it really looks like, so I can't say, but it doesn't seem like something you would expect in Alaska. Yeah, sorry about that. I got distracted. Oh, my snoozes are back. I got my 3 snoozes back. I don't know why it took all that time for the snoozes to return, but I just noticed that. See, that's what happens when I'm not paying attention. So yeah, I think we'll fly in the Spitfire next Saturday, Edinburgh, and then we may make a couple stops along the way just to gas up. It's been a while since I've flown it, so why not? It'll be something fun to do next Saturday. It looks like I got some work cut out for me for a pair of socks after I get done. That's okay. So there's some mountainous areas here still. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've never been up this way. So I mean, I've been to Anchorage, but I've never been up this far north in real life. So I can't say that this is what it looks like. All right. Today's flight course brought to you by Pair of Socks Airline. Pair of socks, just because you have a pair of socks does not mean they have to match. Scruffy Tam will show you his mismatched socks. He was streaming today after a break because the power was out. I didn't get a. He was just getting ready to. He just went live as I was getting ready. It's kind of setting up my stuff for my flight. So I didn't get a chance to. Ooh. All right, we're under 200 nautical miles. Yeah, that's you're talking about yeah. Sorry, folks. Come on. Okay. I'm sorry I'm getting distracted. All right, I'm back. We got 158 nautical miles to go. That's what happens when you multitask. Bex must be having dinner about now. Don't be making dry chicken, Bex. Okay. How's work going? Bex and Amilla. Anything exciting happening at work? Same old, same old. All right, let me have a look. See where we are. Okay. I know where we are. All right. Don't tell me it's spaghetti with oh. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, matter of fact, I got to get my flu shot one of these days down there at the VA clinic. I was going to do it Wednesday, but after I got the dry needling already, I was like, I think that was enough needles for today. We should be, I think we can pretty much walk in. They have like certain times that you can go to your, the clinic that your doctor works in, and just tell them you want your flu shot and they'll hook you up right away. Um, but they, yeah, I gotta get that taken care of so I don't get the crud, as they call it. Sometimes, sometimes I don't mind getting the crud, because then you get it and it works through your system, and you're like, it sucks for a while, and then you're like, okay, I feel better. But sometimes I've gotten the shot and I still get sick, you know. So it's like, darned if you do, darned if you don't. But yeah, they started sending out reminders that they had the flu shots ready, available. I think last Friday they had you could go in and or it was yeah, sometimes I do, not always, but on a rare occasion I get it. I'll just be wiped out for a bit, and then it just kind of works through your system. You build up you know it goes through, and then you're better. But oh, here we go. Now we got some mountainous areas. We should, I think pretty soon we should start getting ready to descend into Deadhorse. Well, at least we don't have a crazy crosswind up here. Hopefully the landing will go much better. So yeah, we'll get started about the same time next Saturday, 8 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock my time, 9 Eastern. It's 1400. Yeah, UK time. So yeah, we'll fly in the Spitfire. Get some hours in the Spitfire again. Before we know it, 2024 will be here. I'll crank up some flight school stuff, and then we'll fly around the Bay Area that first Saturday after the release on the 19th. Do some flying around the San Francisco Bay Area. So hopefully I'm really keen on seeing how the new sim looks, and hopefully it'll be much nicer. Things will be much better represented. Hopefully then we can also fly under bridges and do all the fun stuff. We'll see if we can fly across the Golden Gate again. It won't be a fast plane, but we'll fly. We'll see if we can make it down the Golden Gate again. Just to cause a ruckus. We like to breaking the law. All right, we're 120 some odd nautical miles out. I think I'm going to step away again, use the little captain's room, refill my water, stretch my legs, all that good stuff. I'll be right back. Hopefully by the time I get back and everything, the ads will be done. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Looks like the ads are just about finished. Oh, let's see where we are. I don't know if we could talk to Deadhorse yet. We're pretty far out, but I don't know that there's many airports out here. Nope, they're not on the list yet. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it, Amela. Had to let Apollo out and do his thing, and then little girl was out there and she wanted to roll around out in the sun, and she's all playful now because it's nice and warmer out, and so I had to play with her for a second, and I gave her some food, and she was just kind of like laying up there in the bushes. I didn't even see her at first until we went outside, and then she sprung up and like, ah. So she's got some food now, and she's happy that the sun's out, and it's not too hot, not too cold. It's 72 out right now. It's pretty nice. Once we're done with this, I'm gonna have some lunch. Leftover Italian stuffed chicken. What's 72 and well, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's let's see. Yeah. It's not, well, it's mild for here, Bex. I mean, considering 2 weeks ago we were up in the high, 90s, with a lot of humidity. So no, like right now, I went outside and it's like perfect right now for here. It might be a little bit warm for you guys, but no, that's like what we call San Diego weather in America. Because San Diego is about 70 something year round, so it's not too hot, not too cold. That's your my goodness, that's like perfect here in America. But of course, depending on where you live. But see, here it gets hot and humid, and but 72 feels like fantastic. Like, in theory, you could go outside in shorts and a t-shirt, and it would be, you'd be like, this is it's perfect weather. So, well, let me look at the, hold on, let me pull up my weather app. Says real feel is 71, or it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Real feel is 77. Today it's supposed to get 83. Let me change it to Celsius. I got to figure out how to change it. Yeah, it's 22 degrees Celsius. Real feel is 25 degrees. It's supposed to get, real feel is supposed to be 30 degrees Celsius, but still 83 is not, that's still kind of mild for this time of year. But it's going to get down in the 50s tonight once the sun goes down and all that. So, no, no, this, right now it feels, it was kind of like this when I went up to the summit on Tuesday. It was somewhat, the weather was like this. All right, I think we can go ahead and start dropping some altitude now. Do 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 do. No, as a matter of fact, I was the occupational therapist who did my dry needling. We were talking about the weather, and it's like we both agreed if Alabama had San Diego weather, it would be perfect year round. It's but it's summers get really ridiculously hot and humid here. It might be mild some days, but then if you get a rainstorm and then the sun comes out, it gets humid real quick, and you're just like, ugh. It just drains you. But yeah, it's nice out right now. But the cat's just happy because it's warmer. Like this morning, she was just kind of like fussy because it's colder. She's an older cat, so she's probably got kitty arthritis, and the cold weather just makes her like I think it's hard for sometimes now it's getting harder for her to jump up in my lap. She'll kind of look at me and I'll be like, "Come on," and she'll be like, like I think she wants to, but she just doesn't have her joints probably hurt too much. So I'll be surprised if she makes it one more year. But she'll spend a lot of time indoors probably this winter. I just don't think she can handle it being outside too much. All right, that's the flight plan. Let's look at our we can't even see the something doesn't seem right. If we're under 100 nautical miles to our point there, why do I gotta go to 150 to see it? That doesn't make any sense. Just need that a little bit more nose down. I don't want to get stuck at 10,000 again like we did last time. I wasn't paying attention to my instruments. think all this area is pretty low. I'd like to kind of get below the cloud cover. I think it's pretty flat up here. So hopefully we're gonna let me look at my chart real quick. So we gotta be a minimum of 2,300 feet at JOVVO, Jovo. So I think we're doing pretty good on descent now. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves on flight 2 and land this thing a little bit smoother than what we did at Fairbanks. We got a 6-knot headwind and a 1-knot crosswind there. So I think we're going to be okay. Let's see if we can talk to, oh, there it is. Oh, it's not towered. Oh, well then. What we're going to do is we darn well please. There's nothing they can do about it. All right, 40 nautical miles to go. Well, thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I don't know where the complaint department is. I reckon he's going to pop in just as I get ready to land. He'll say, "Oh, I'm here." That's okay. What do you think happens if I open this window right now? It might make us crash. That'd be my guess. All right. Just past 8,000, heading through 7. got a nice plan came up with. I'm here so there'll be no complaints. Hey, Mick. Well, you know, Bex might have, she might say, well, I have some complaints. What's new, Mick? How are you? How's life treating you? How's the garden coming along? Have you winterized it yet? Is that a thing in the UK, winterizing? Or is it you just plan for it to be like winter year round and you just take care of it ahead of time? Like here, I didn't know this because I never really paid attention to it, but here in Alabama, for your AC unit, you got to get it winterized by a certain time. Otherwise, it's like all the companies that service AC units are already busy getting everybody's AC units ready for the winter. But if you don't, you could end up, it'll cost you more later on because it'll probably get damaged during the winter. I don't know what all they do. Oh, nice. Yeah, my folks are doing that up at the lake. Pretty soon they'll have to start getting stuff ready for the winter. And then they'll be done for until springtime. I was trying to think of a way to I wanted to make something for little girl for her to sleep in, you know, something warm that she can come in the house and it's like her own little spot. But I don't know, the dog might not care for that. He's fussy. All right, we got 23.3 nautical miles. We're passing through 6,000 feet. So there's two runways. So I might have picked the wrong one, but we got the runway 6. So it should line us up on the correct runway. If not, we'll take action, appropriate action, like we did earlier. I'm just hoping we'll be able to see the runway. Let's see where we're... Okay. So should be making a left turn again. Yeah, it's pretty flat, so if we get down to... We're at 5, going to 4. We might have to nose this thing over just a bit more, just to... I'm gonna go ahead and call us in range. Let's get our before landing. This one's going to be kind of close too. All right, Bex, thanks for popping in. Enjoy dinner. Yeah. Um, the, well, the graphics are supposed to be, I'm still hearing it, okay. The graphics are supposed to be vastly improved versus what we have currently. That's the big difference. A lot of the things that were later added by third parties is supposed to be in the sim now. That's what I do know as far as the differences. The fidelity is supposed to be better. The graphics are supposed to be vastly improved overall. Even on a, halfway decent machine, you should get some pretty decent graphics out of it. Of course, most let me update the altimeter. It's more about the fact that you have you can really max it out. It's supposed to look even better than it is on ultra settings on the PC right now for 2020. All right, looks like we're turning towards the airport. All right, let's go ahead and get down to 1600. All right, it looks like oops. Yeah, we're a little bit off the we're gonna have to manually land this one too. We're off the beaten path here. I think we're kind of on the path now. Well, we were. Let's go ahead and switch this to localizer. We're starting to descend a little too quickly here. All right. All right. Go ahead and snooze this right now. I gotta be careful with what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up crashing. Oh boy, we are. Ooh, I gotta get some altitude. We are starting to descend a little too much. Yep, we're starting to lose altitude here. Boy, we are way low. We're getting off the path again. Possibly, Mick. I mean, we've had. It's supposed to start getting cool in the evenings and throughout the day as well. Man, I cannot keep this thing above. I'm trying to get it back up to. Well, I'm really fighting this thing. All right, we're on the glide slope now. I cannot see the runway at all. Like I know we're near the airport. I cannot keep this thing on the. It's like coming up. Boy, we are way off the. It should be like right here. Did we miss it? Yep, we sure did. All right, we got to go around. I could not see that airport at all. Yeah, it is, Mick. That's all right. We're going to come back around here. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, we're going to have to get a little bit lower. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, all right. Well, not on right on the runway, but we made it. Woo! And we landed on the runway that was closed. Well, let's see how that one was. That was a hard landing too. Well, but we made it. Wow. That was tough, wasn't it? That was a doozy. That's all right. We made it. That's all that matters. Boy. Couldn't see anything. And that came up on me like last minute. See, this is the wrong runway. I should have picked this one. So I think, but anyway. Yeah, that's right. We didn't go, we landed off the runway, but we made it. We were on solid ground. We didn't crash, although it could have ended badly. Yeah, I picked the wrong. I forget. This one's closed. This one's open. The only one that's open now. I just don't think they get enough traffic to keep both runways open. So now I just got to find a place to park. All right, and I'm ready for some lunch. Well, at least this time we made it to both destinations. We didn't crash, thankfully. But yeah, we've had, it's starting to get cooler in the evenings now, Mick. This morning it was like 50 something degrees. Right now it's 72, but I was saying it's perfect, but Beck said that's like close to your guys' summertime weather. And I'm like, 72 is fantastic. But, you know. We'll go down here and park. Yeah. Well, yeah, for you guys, 50 is a beach. For us, that's like chilly weather. Little girl doesn't like when it's 50. It's cold for her. That's because she's old, but no, when I took a break and I let Apollo outside, and the little girl was happy because it's warmer, but it's not like blazing hot for her. Oh, I'm just gonna pull it in over here. See, like 72 is a beach day for us. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's like we call it. I was saying earlier, we call it San Diego weather. But San Diego is usually about 72 degrees year round. Let's go ahead and park it here. No, look at that. Get the mechanic. Oh, we've got the mechanic stands out there. All right, let's go cold and dark. Oh, that didn't end the flight. All right, well, so be it. All right, that'll do it for today, folks. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. 2 hard landings, pretty close together, but we made it. That's all that matters. We got on the ground. We parked it. We didn't crash. We didn't have a major. Oh, thank you, Mel. Appreciate it. Yeah, next Saturday we'll be back in the Spitfire. We'll go up from Edinburgh. We'll make a couple stops along the way for fuel, and we'll get all the way down to the southern part of the UK. Just have some fun in the Spitfire, and there we go. So thank you all for being here. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday already for some folks around the world. I have been and always shall be your... See you, Bex. You're welcome. I have been and always shall be your lead singer and driver of the airplane, Uncle B. Until next Saturday, peace, live long and prosper.